Hello. Hi. Um. Ah. I'm not sitting properly. Hang on. I was comfy. I was getting myself a bit too comfy, in fact. Whew. Let me get the air conditioner on because it's getting hot here. Hi. Sorry, that took a while. Tadi nyalain AC dulu. Let me pop out the chat so I can look at you guys, talk with you guys much easier. You know, things are bad when the AC has to turn on at 8 a.m. Yeah, honestly, so living in this dreadful city, dreadful province called Jakarta, Greater Jakarta, or Jabodetabek is just not great, man. When you grow up in Bandung, 8 a.m. you're freezing. It's freezing cold in 8 a.m. 6 a.m. 6 in the morning, even colder. And normally kids normally have to wake up at around 4 to 5 in the morning. Generally around 5 in the morning kids wake up. 4 if the parents are religious, if they have religious family and they have to wake up at that hour. But yeah, city, living in the greater city, horrible, man. I grew up in a what do you call areas with like villages and not exactly villages, but like, let's say villages and farms. I grew up in an area surrounded by farms and smaller villages and housings. So migrating from there to the big city, rural, how do I say that? Rural areas. So migrating from there to the big city of Jawa / Indonesia, the one city that is so overly developed to the point that you would think the government probably doesn't realize that there's other cities out there. Pretty bad, actually. I remember back then when I was still living in Bandung and only had to go to Jakarta for weeb events like Komifuro and AFA, Anime Festival Asia. Every time I go to Jakarta and have a sleepover at my friend's place, I would wake up having a form of a flu. I would wake up with my throat in pain, and I would have difficulty breathing in the morning just because of how bad the air is in Jakarta. You kind of get used to it a little bit after, living here for, 5 years now. Well, okay, not 5 years, that's a bit much, isn't it? For 4 years and plus. Funnily enough, the entire time my entire YouTube channel / VTubing quote-unquote career, or so to speak, YouTubing experience, VTubing time, my VTubing time has been spent entirely within Jakarta. So there's that. I started VTubing in Jakarta because of work, actually. I got myself some work. Well, I got myself a job in Jakarta. I got some money from it, and I bought a webcam right before the price of webcam ballooned sky high because of COVID and Zoom meetings. There's this one specific webcam. It's Logitech C270, I believe is what it's called. I'm not entirely sure, but that webcam was apparently the popular webcam that everyone was buying in order to be able to do Zoom meetings, whether it's for school or for work. And I just so happened to have bought it right before, just before the price got ballooned. So it was like about, I think it was about, so to speak, around $30 at the time when I bought it. And when I checked the price again, because I wanted to see, I think it was something along the lines of recommending the webcam to someone else. But when I was trying to check the webcam again over on Tokped, the price has ballooned all the way to $90. Jadi dulu waktu gue pertama kali mulai VTubing itu kan gue God, this nose thing is getting crazy. Now I can't unsee it now, but well, it is what it is. Anyway, dulu tuh waktu gue mulai VTubing itu, mulai jadi VTuber itu gue beli webcamnya habis kerja kan. Jadi gue kerja, pindah ke Jakarta buat kerja, dapat duit, bayaran, terus gue bikin model, beli webcam, rigging segala macam. Itu dulu waktu gue beli webcam Logitech C270 kalau nggak salah, itu harganya itu sekitar 300.000, kurang mungkin, malah kayak sekitar 150.000 mungkin, maybe. Terus gue cek lagi berapa bulan kemudian, ini kan setelah COVID. Nih, gue tuh belinya kayak pas COVID atau sebelum COVID gitu, dia segitu harganya. Terus pas gue cek lagi webcamnya, berapa bulan kemudian harganya udah jadi 900.000. It ballooned like 3 times. Harganya naik like kayak sekitar 3 kali lipat gitu. Gila. Jadi mahal banget. It's pretty bad. Like now I think webcam prices are normal. They don't do that anymore because COVID has died down. People no longer buy maskers and tissues. Oh no, not tissues actually. They don't buy tissues. They buy hand sanitizers. Yeah, I remember this is the thing. I think I remember one of the funny things is that the difference between, I suppose, Indonesia and Western countries is tissues, right? As toilet paper. Because we don't really use toilet paper all that much, but still the price of masks, medical masks, maskers, we call it, and also hand sanitizers. Maybe not really though. Maybe not hand sanitizers, what it's called. Well, it is, but the price of those are ballooned so hard. Anyway, hi. Selamat pagi, ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning everybody, my name is Anobaith, virtual YouTuber / illustrator from Indonesia, here because I have done my deadlines, which I still have to work after this because of revisions, but I do need more files from that job, and I still have to work on other commissions and other things as an illustrator / artist to keep my account going and gain some traction in my account. But here I am streaming because I haven't been streaming for a week due to work. Hello Greensuit, hello Rizul, hello Vert, hello Gambit. Welcome, selamat datang, irasshai. Thank you for enjoying. That's not right. Thank you for visiting. Please take a seat. Halloween is coming. If you guys remember, not last year, I think 2 years ago, I made vampire model. I made this vampire. I became Vampire Anno, and I revealed / sneak peeked it during Halloween, just with this one video of me just going Happy Halloween. Yeah, it was fun. So, compared to back then I had the model just practically ready at that point. This time, I haven't even sketched anything. We're back to 2021 when I made the Emperor model within a week. Thank you for enjoying me. Now, maybe your intro voice is so out of left field every time. As a matter of fact, yes, I believe this is also everyone's reaction when I speak in this voice. I call this my formal voice, or the voice I use when I'm answering a call from someone I don't know. Normally, whenever I do this back then when I'm on stream, I have to simulate it in my mind by holding a phone. I would just hold the phone up to my face or up to my ear, well, headphones more like, and I go, "Hello, hi, halo, iya ada apa? Oh iya, terima kasih. Yes, how may I help you? I see. Thank you for telling me. This is me in my customer service voice. This is me in my pretend map navigator voice that I'm never going to make because it's only an idea in my head that was never going to come to fruition, and I'm so very bad at dictating. I'm so bad at speaking at all that it just doesn't seem to be an idea that makes sense for me, and yet it's an idea that is in my mind and I have talked about on stream, but I'm never gonna be making it at this point. So anyway, yeah, that's how I would sound like if you guys were to call me on my phone or something like that. Don't call me on my phone, please. I absolutely do not enjoy being called on my phone, especially when I don't know the number and it's only my contacts. It's not contract, contacts. Has anyone ever called you Mbak when picking up the phone? Yes, many times actually. This was a problem, especially back then in 2000, like back in Bandung, I think. I would pick up call from Gojek. Gojek is like the Uber of Indonesia. I would pick up a call from Gojek asking me where I am and what I'm wearing, and I would be like, "Ya? Oh ya, di sini ya, di depan Hokben. Iya, di depan Hokben ya, yang pakai jaket ini ya. Iya, makasih." I'd be like, "Yes, in front of Hoka Hoka Bento, the one wearing this jacket. Yes, thank you." And the guy would walk in with a bike that has a different number, different plat number, different what is it? Not plat number. What do you call it? Identification number on the car, on the bike. You know, the different identification number. Plate number, that's the one. License plate. The guy would walk in with a bike with a different license plate number, so I wouldn't have realized it, but I had a feeling it might be this guy, right? Because this guy was going up to Hokben. The thing is, there's many other people there. So I would be sitting there, or, well, standing there. I was standing there in front of Hokben, and that guy would pick up this lady, who just so happened to be going to the same complex that I live in. So, I found out later, but guy will walk in, picked her up, went away, and my phone would say, "You are on the way." So I immediately messaged him, "Where are you?" Turns out, when he came back, the lady was just a lady who just so happened to also be living in the same complex that I live in. So he walked in without even asking the name. "This location, yes? This complex." And she says, Yes. So neither of them checked the license plate, because it's normal. Generally, it's normal for Gojek to use a bike that has a different license plate, or just straight up a different bike, due to reasons that we do not talk about, nor do we know. Sometimes their bike is just broken down or something. But there's that. So she didn't check if this is the right driver, and he didn't check if this is the right passenger. So the passenger gets on the bike. It's the right direction, the right destination, just not the right person. It used to be normal. I think they cracked down on it. I see. That's nice. Hello, Bill Chama. Welcome. Burger. I would like a burger. You know what? I actually would like a burger right now. I'm actually pretty hungry, all things considered. I don't think I have eaten what I would call lunch. I ate what I would call breakfasts. Is it bangor time? God. No, but they do have such great French fries. French fry-nya burger bangor tuh enak anjir. Pengen gua. But anyway, hi. I actually thought about streaming art because I was thinking of you require sustenance. This is true. I require sustenance. When the hell do you eat breakfast? 6 p.m. or 18. I want to suck your blood. How does he say it? I want to suck your blood. It's almost Halloween. Don't come to my house or I will suck your cock. I mean blood. Blood. I meant blood. Fuck. Oh, I haven't laughed like that for a while. I was expecting Anoflow for... The hell is that? Your take on the Dracula Flow videos. What's Dracula Flow videos? Sorry, I'm not knowledgeable in this. Anyway, I'm gonna look at burgers. Have you never heard of Dracula Flow? Nope. I have never actually. Your driver marked your ride as completed. See your ride activity in history. What? Drive activity. What ride activity? What? Ah, it must have been that one time. That is a really slow notification because that ride was completed 2 weeks ago. Weird. Get out of my face, you've never heard of it. I thought that at least one of your friends would have sent that meme to you. I don't really get sent memes that much. And even when I do, I just look at it and go, huh. And that's it. I don't really know the name of memes. The only meme that I had know the name of, the modern ones, is like the Skibidi Toilet. Which reminds me, by the way, what would you guys think about watching Skibidi Toilet on the channel? Sounds like a horrible idea, I know, but just shooting it out there. I don't think I would enjoy watching it by myself. I don't think I would be able to stomach watching it by myself. Let me look for food first and then we'll talk about that again. Trying my best to not cover the camera as I look for food. Okay. I must look for sustenance. Perhaps a morning, but is there even burgers that open at 8 in the morning? Burger. Burfer? The fucking idiot. Anobaith. You goddamn. You dumbass. Nope. Nothing is... Well... In a good old USA they do. Maybe there is one thing good about USA. It's not all bad, is it? Oh, that's so far away. I don't know about that one. I don't know. It's pretty far away. Is that the closest one? Oh man. I got my DNA results back. I am 100% Himalayan. What? Dracula Flow is the origin of they must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him. What is that? I've never heard of that. They must have amnesia. They forgot I am him. What is that? I am opening Chrome right now. I don't understand what you guys are on about. What is this? They must have amnesia. They forgot I am him. What is this?
This shit ain't
Alright, can you guys hear this? I don't know. Let's see.
nothing to me, man.
Alright, hang on. I've got to do the thing here. The fuck? What am I looking at here? I was gonna go to the main stream room where I'm small on the corner and the video is big, but you know what? I don't want to have someone else's video to just be completely showcased on my stream. We have to do a little bit of a transformation for Creative Commons and fair use. So there we go.
I'm a dog. I'm biting the fart bubbles in the bath. We smoking symbiotes. Smoking that Whoopi Goldberg South Egyptian Fur Burger Deluxe Mega Million Scratcher Skunk Bubba Kush. We smoking dung beetle. I'm on 12 Vicodins smoking on Scooby-Doo dick.
What the fuck?
Smoking Sequoia Banshee boogers. We snorting that good Buffalo Soldier Tamarind Jordanian jibbies. They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him. That Burberry backwoods pack hitting that pussy smell like a Hellcat V8. We smoking shit in a glass pipe blowing the Lord's bubbles. I'm sick in the head. I'm on
I'm sick in the head. I like that one. Where's the they must have amnesia, they forgot them. Wait, is it in the beginning?
This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm a dog. I'm biting the fart bubbles in the bath. We smoking symbiotes. Smoking that.
What? I'm so confused. Anyway. Oh, here we go. Plum Corp.
Moving different. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm a dog. I'm biting the fart bubbles in the
Ah, there it
bath.
is. This is the one.
We smoking symbiotes.
Let's see. We smoking symbiotes. I see.
South Egyptian Fur Burger Deluxe
Where's the?
Mega Million Scratcher Skunk Bubba Kush.
Where's the?
We
They must have
smoking
amnesia.
dung beetle. I'm on
Is it here?
out of a thick, fresh oak. We smoking filtered crack, you stupid piece of shit. I'll fucking kill you. Call that pussy the Matrix, cause
The what?
I'm in this bitch and I can't get out. Last guy who ran off on the pack got choked out by some Givenchy gloves.
I have no idea what he's saying, man. Some of this is funny. It's like everything else is kind of just okay. He's saying things. I don't really care too much about it. Sunglasses though. Vampire and sunglasses is such a mood, man. It's such a vibe. Reminds me of this. I'm not sure how many people have watched that movie. It's Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln. How do you say his name? That's such a weird. I hate English, man. How do you say Lincoln? I'm gonna Google this. How do you even say Abraham Lincoln? Fucking pronounce it for me. Sorry, I'm a bit stressed out about English.
Abraham Lincoln.
Lincoln. What the why do you have the L then? Oh my god. Just take it. Take the L. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I think it's what it's called. Why did Google chat, if you guys ever have if you guys ever just have to copium that Google is not listening to your conversation every single second, Just remember, I was looking up Abraham Lincoln normally, and the second thing they recommend me after looking up Abraham Lincoln again is Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Abraham Lincoln in. Hell yeah, that's what he does. He would be on LinkedIn, wouldn't he? I'm not. But anyway, yeah. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. The vampire in Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, I believe, is Dominic Cooper. Let me look this up. Henry Sturgis. Yes, this is the mood. You can't see it because I'm covering it, but this is the one. This is the image, chat. Chat, this is it. Vampire Hunter with the sunglasses. Mood. Vampire Hunter with sunglasses that also covers the side of his face, so that no sunlight will ever enter even from the side. That's the one, baby. Heyo tomoe, welcome, irashai konba. Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. Selamat pagi. We are talking about not the man, not the legend Axeman Lincoln, but the mentor. Henry Sturgis. So good. Oh my god, I forgot this is the thing too. I forgot about him completely. I'm telling you, man, vampires back during the day, back during the ages of Renaissance, and during the age of, what was it called? What was their age called? Civil War. Yes, classic. Have you seen that trailer? We came full circle. They did it. Vampire Survivors. Yes, of course I have seen. I have seen the Vampire Survivors Castlevania DLC, which I will be buying and playing immediately. Maybe not day one, but I will be doing it, and it's gonna be on stream. Because holy fuck, they did it. They really did. Oh, this is so good. And to see the storyboarder talking about it on Twitter, like the way the person wrote it, like it goes into the mirror and then into the mirror again and the mirrors and then goes into showing everyone and it goes into Smash Brothers reference. That's so cool. Does Alulu count as a vampire though? Okay, here's the thing. I'm such a big fan of Castlevania, right? But I'm such a fake fan at the same time. I'm the biggest fan of Castlevania who is also a fake fan. I have played Lords of Shadow. Sorry. I have played the NDS Castlevanias. I've played Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow. I have played Portrait of Ruin. I have played Order of Ecclesia. I played not to finish, but I have played Symphony of the Night. I have played some of the classic Castlevanias. Out of curiosity, I never finished them because they are too hard. And by classic, I mean, you know, those old video games where, you know, you have to hold up to move up the stairs. Those ones, yes. And yes, I have completed Lords of Shadow 1 and 2 to my I don't know, I could say to embarrassment, to my shame. I'm ashamed to say I was so curious about Lords of Shadow because, you know, it's the one Castlevania I could play because I didn't have consoles, and Lords of Shadow is actually on PC, but I played it. But I am not exactly understanding of the lores of Castlevania. So when you say, does Alulu count as a vampire though? Who's Alulu? Alulu. Fuck off. It's just Alucard. Just say Alucard like a normal person. Alulu. Motherfucker. I'm gonna mute you. His messages are gone. His messages are all gone. How dare you make me think there's a character called Alulu in Castlevania? I have never heard of that. Who the fuck is Alulu? Muting is banning on YouTube. Good. You're only muted for a minute, don't worry about it. You'll be back in a minute. By the time this video is done, you can chat again. Oh, this is so cool though. When I saw the whip spinning, this whip holding thing, oh man, I remember that specifically because I have played that Castlevania where you have to hold. Well, I have played a Castlevania game where you have to hold the whip button and then you can spin it around instead of, you know, moving your body. Lord of Shadow 1 is good because of Kojima being a mediator of Konami, pressing changes to Mercury's stream, which the sequel didn't have much luck. Yeah, I guess so. I could say, despite the fact that I'm so confused about why rebooted Castlevania, I could say that Lords of Shadow was fun for what it was. And when I played 2, Death was a dude. So it's like, I mean, I guess in 1, Death was also a dude, right? It's always been there, the lore is there. It's just... I don't know. Lords of Shadow is interesting. I think I remember one of the most not satisfying thing about Lords of Shadow is the Vampire Killer. Vampire Killer in Lords of Shadow is not a whip that has been created through arduous process of soul sacrifice or alchemy or whatever. It's just a whip that if you press a button, it extends a stake under the whip. It's just a cross. That's the Vampire Killer in Lords of Shadow, which is such a disservice to every single thing, the entirety of Castlevania, because the entirety of Castlevania has just always been about the Belmonts and how they can handle the Vampire Killer, and how literally everyone else in the world is just trying their best to catch up to Belmont family with their own things. One could say this is a sick crossover. Okay, welcome back, Namoy. Sorry, but I'm not sorry about muting you, but you know, sorry about that. Anyway, Castlevania best soundtracks. I can't wait to play this DLC too because the fact that there's remixes of the soundtracks for Vampire Survivors and it's just all different soundtracks for each characters. It is crazy. It's crazy. So good. And we've just come back full circle from being a game that people say, oh, this game is stealing from Konami or something, or from Castlevania, to actually being officially having a DLC crossover with Castlevania. Crazy. Really wild. This reminds me of the situation with Palworld. I think the similarities with Palworld and Vampire Survivors is they're both, in a sense, a kind of B game, but Vampire Survivors at the time I think was made in a way that hits me in the right spots and felt like, well, it hits all the right spots for a good game. So I didn't mind it too much that, you know, whatever it was, and it didn't really have any problem with any kind of assets allegations. And after a while they actually fixed themselves. They changed the sprites of the characters to their own things. Most of them, I think, at least. You can actually pick between new sprites and the old sprite, and you can tell a lot of the old sprites in Vampire Survivors are really just copying the style of Symphony of the Night, if I recall correctly. And then the new style is something else entirely. Sometimes the characters would just be straight up different, just not the same character. So they went from being just a completely a reference to Castlevania to being their own thing, I think. Konami's too mercenary to carry me while Nintendo over there with their ninja lawyers. Yeah, Nintendo of all things, I think, are very protective of their IP to a fault. To a fault. One could say that some of them, this are asking for trouble because, generally speaking, in Japan, the rules for fan projects is that you're not supposed to get too big, especially you're not supposed to be monetizing it. Like one of the things about Japan's fan works, even in like comic conventions, that you make things out of love, and if you're gonna be selling it, you're only gonna be selling either to cover the production cost, and you're not supposed to be merchandising things too much. That's the general unspoken, I suppose, rule in Japan. And I think the final rule would be if the person who holds the IP says you are to stop, then you stop, I guess. The nonsensical patents, I haven't actually read into it, is crazy. I think I've seen a number of like could be would be patents. We'll see. I'm not sure if I can say we'll see where it go from there. I'm not one to say anything about it because I haven't actually read the patents at all. The patents at all. I'll say, of all things, I actually expected Pal World to be sued much faster than they have now. I'm not sure exactly why it took them so long to sue it, but then again, a lot of paperwork goes to things, and I wouldn't say I know anything about it. Sure. For what it's worth, though, if anything, Nintendo is very good for their own staff, to their own staff, which is something really cool that I wish I could have for myself. I wish I could be one of the people working in Nintendo and be set for life, not be fired for random downsizing reasons. Anyway, moving on. I said I was gonna look for food, didn't I? And I haven't actually looked for food. Oh. One day you'll get a secure job. God. Can you imagine a secure job and a nice house? Or just a nice place that I could call my own, I suppose. A nice job that doesn't require me to go through a fuck ton of traffic. What a life it would be. Honestly, for me, I think right now the most enticing thing would be to just attempt would be to just be to manage to have money out of just commissions, which would be amazing if it's possible, but life is not that simple, and I don't think I'll be able to go through it without actually stopping my current work, because my current work takes all of my energy and takes all the life out of me, really, that I couldn't even work, or it's even hard for me to play games with whenever I still have this work, whenever I have a schedule for the work. That being said, I would say realistic goals, please. House. Oh my god. God, I wish house is a realistic goal. Isn't it so nice that back then people could just get a house? I remember living with my parents. We moved houses like 3 times. The first 3 houses were like rentals. It's like one is like an apartment room, and then there's a house rental, and then finally we moved to a real house that we actually owned. And it was like the house was in the middle of construction too. We had to expand the house to the back, add the walls, add the roof and everything. It took my family a long time, up until until I'm junior high school. And when I was still in high school, they were also still building the house. The house took so long to build, but it was ours. And they got the house, and they also saved up money for my college, which I still feel really bad about that, because I didn't finish college. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, well, I wish life is that simple, you know. Things don't just happen the way you want it to. You don't just stay normal for the entirety of your life. Thought you had some sort of art degree. My only art degree is nothing. I don't have an art degree. I didn't even go to art school because my parents basically talked me into going to college. And my first thought is, if I'm gonna be going to college, I will go to a college where I don't have to spend a fuck ton of money just to do the assignments. And so I went to programming school. To a programming, not school, what's it called? Major. Yes. Jurusan gue tuh programming, bukan seni. The thing about art degree, well, and we don't really have art degree generally in our colleges. We have design degree. The thing about that is that they would ask you to buy materials and things just for the assignments, and those things take money. And I don't want to have to get to my parent to spend more than they already do on me when I am already pessimistic about my chances at college. So I went for the other major. Truth be told, however, I did to some extent attempt for the design degree. Beasiswa sih, bukan, not like actual test, but like I failed that one. And then for the programming one, I didn't need to do any kind of test. The thing about going to college is that you have to pass a test to get to college, right? Oh yeah, beasiswa is called scholarship. Yeah, I tried to get into a scholarship thing, which I failed completely, but you know, I expected that to happen. I never expected to pass that one because I didn't have the education to actually pass those. But yeah, I didn't want to have to deal with having to pass a test to go to art either. While with the programming one, I could just walk in without having to pass any test. So I decided, fuck it, it's programming. It's cheaper, I don't have to do tests. Hell yeah. It's the same as systems that Japan and other Asian countries have it? Maybe. I wouldn't say I know. It probably is. I just realized I've been wobbling left to right the entire time on my chair, and you guys can see it. US colleges have actually been trying to pull back on the test usage for school entrance. You know, I heard a lot of stories about student debt in US. I can't say I envy anything about the US school system, or say education system. Like, I got out with no debt, but I was poor before and I got into real good school, which meant extra aid. That's nice. That's really nice. Good for you, actually. That's nice for you. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, there's a version 1.3 teaser of Virtual Revenge. Zenless Zone Zero. Do I care? Am I gonna watch it on stream? Probably not, honestly. All things considered, is probably the one thing I won't be watching on stream. Funny videos, probably. Speaking of which, is I want to suck your blood on YouTube. Hey, it's the thing. The thing is here. Here it is.
For Halloween. Don't come to my house or else I'll suck your dick. Blood. I'll suck your blood.
It's so good. Wait, what is that? I have to recreate. Ah, yes. Hang on.
For Halloween.
What is that angle? He's like so close to the camera. It's just the eye, right? So it's like, where's my thing? Yeah, there it is. He's just straight up. Happy Halloween! Haha! Don't come to my house and I'm gonna suck your dick. Blood! I meant I'm a Wait, no, you guys can't see it. There you go. There you go. Sorry, I was in studio mode. What?
Come to my house or else I'll suck your dick. Blood. I'll suck your blood. For Halloween.
It's so stupid.
Come to my house or else I'll suck your dick. Blood.
Don't come to my house or I'll suck your dick. Blood.
I'll suck your blood.
I'll suck your blood. So bad. All you need to know is elect anomaly and fire stun, and I'm so mad about it. I'm so mad about it. Do you see this? Do you see this? This is a face of someone who is mad. I'm angry. I'm not happy about this. Fire stun. This is your normal face. Why is it so hard to make an angry face? Anyway. Fire stun? The guy who is within the story supposed to be the strong dude who is the champion, who is supposed to be the one fighting everyone. Fire stun? Fire stun? Fire stun? I don't care. Fire stun. His gimmick is that he increases the damage of ice and fire. He's the champion! He's not supposed to be a support! His gimmick is that he increases the damage of ice and fire allies. His only fire ally is Lucy and Bernice. I was about to say Piper. He's Lucy and Bernice. Of ice allies? Ice allies? You expect me to be having Ellen Joe in my roster or play attack Sokaku? They literally saw him in a team. Oh my, with Lycon and Ellie. Come on. Come on, Zenless Zone Zero. You're so blatant about things, huh? Anyway. Still waiting for my Bernice. I have she's gonna come in the next 20 rolls, so should probably be fine unless I'm super unlucky. I think. I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be events and stuff, and I'm gonna get polychromes from it. Cat breakdancing for 10 hours. That should be my stream background. Just yeah, sounds about. That's it, chat. That's my stream background now. I might go for the girl just to build up my Sector 6 team since I'm waiting for Miyabi. Yeah, you go for that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really wanted who is his name? Lighter. I really wanted Lighter at first because I thought he was gonna be an attack character. But not. Fire stun. I already have Koleda. I don't need another fire stun. Oh my god, Hammock! It does look like Hammock. Fuck. Honestly, to be honest, that's my first thought. I thought it was Hammock for a second there. Missing the hairpin though. Man. So anyway, how are you guys? How are you, chat? How are you doing? How have you guys been doing? Bagaimana kabar kalian semua? I've been fine. Thanks for asking. Still have to work again. We got Hammock and Granblue in Fate Everywhere system. Hammock Everywhere system. God. Hammock is in your life and you cannot escape her. Been getting used to my new glasses today. Ooh. It can't be nice to get used to a new glass. To try to get used to new glasses, or as I call it, eyeglasses, because glasses is plural for glass. This eyeglasses that I'm wearing right now, it's yeah, I wear eyeglasses, but the one I'm wearing, the newer one that I have, it took me so long to get used to it. The first few times I wore it, I had a lot of nausea cases. Increase one eye and lowered one eye. How do you get your minus to lower? Or suppose, in the case of minus, higher. Baca waktu gua pakai kacamata baru, berusaha terbiasa pakai kacamata baru tuh beneran harus maksain pakai terus, biarpun pusing, biarpun mual, biarpun gak enak banget pakainya, terpaksa pakai terus. Dan man, it's so bad. Wow banget dulu itu. Sampai banyak mules, sampai banyak pengen muntah gitu. My eyes are kind of weird like that, or just poor testing. My cylinder angle almost did a 180 after the test. Honestly, I think that's the same thing that happens with these eyeglasses I have right now. They didn't really adjust it properly to my eyes because the person who tested it on my who did the look over here test was like, didn't tell me I'm supposed to be looking at the specific angle, specific spot. I looked at a certain spot, but she didn't tell me I was supposed to look at that specific spot. So she put the dot on the, the dot marker on the eye, on the lens at the wrong spot. So I think that's causing me to have a lot of issues with this eyeglasses. Like normally when I'm wearing my old eyeglasses, I could like lay down on my side and watch TV sideways. Normally I could read things sideways, but with these eyeglasses I actually have issues reading things sideways, and I would love to be able to buy new eyeglasses, but new eyeglasses is like so expensive. Back when I was in the office, I actually always made sure that I had my eyeglasses reimbursed whenever I'm buying a new one because of how expensive they are. And even then, I was still buying the cheap stuff. I wasn't buying the good expensive stuff, it was just cheap stuff. That being said though, these eyeglasses is a lot more comfortable to wear on my head, on my face, compared to the old one, because the old one, as I find out when I'm comparing it, is too small actually. Speaking of which, where's my eyeglasses case? Wait, this is a problem. I actually need that thing. Hang on. How much are they in Indo? Does Zenny support Indo? What's Zenny? Too small, like width or what? Width, I guess. Like it was actually small, and tight. But like that's my previous eyeglasses. I don't think it's the one I'm wearing. Oh, I have this. I have these eyeglasses on my case, but I'm not sure if this is the one I'm talking about. I actually need these eyeglasses for reasons, specific reason. You know those facial capture lock? Just got some pretty good ones for like $50. That's so cheap. Eyeglasses in eyeglasses, the good stuff, generally cost like $100 at least. If I convert it to USD. Zenny is one of those online glasses store. I see. Crazy. I don't know if I've never heard of Zenny before. Oh yeah, the special lens. Man. Special lenses sounds so cool. But yeah, these eyeglasses, I need this one specific eyeglasses with me always. I must make sure I don't lose it because let me try wearing it again. I haven't worn this in a while, but I haven't worn this in a while, but let's try it. Yeah, this thing is so tight on my face. This left a mark on the sides on my temple. Also, now that I'm wearing it again, oh, my eyes are not used to this. So weird. So weird. Like I'm not sure. But it is angled correctly on my eye. And like when I look up, I could still see most things. It's angled correctly on my nose and on my eye. Oh my god, my eyelashes are so long that when I'm wearing these eyeglasses, I could feel the lashes hitting the glass, hitting the lenses, and the frame. Oh, this is so uncomfortable. Ah, so uncomfortable. I forgot that I have such long eyelashes. Oh, what a first world problem. I have such long lashes. Oh. That is kind of, yeah. Yeah. It's one of the things that I remember that stuck with me in my when I remember what I remember about myself is that back when I was a teensy little boy, I had my first eyeglasses, and my problem with it was that it was like hitting my eyelashes were just hitting the lens so frequently that it's painful. And I think back then it was worse. Because I don't know what it is, but I think my eyes got used to wearing eyeglasses. I think my eyelashes either curled up or they got shorter. But I think that's not true because I just wore the eyeglasses, the old one, just now, and my eyes were uncomfortable by it. But yeah, I need this for security reasons, security lock reasons, because I accidentally was wearing it when I had a face identification thing. So if I don't wear it, the face identification cannot tell that it's me. So I have to make sure I know where this is all the time. I cannot lose this. I'm actually gonna, you know what? I'm gonna put this somewhere more secure. Right back. And you just never decided to redo the facial lock? I'm not sure how to do it. So it's gonna be like that for a while until I decide to do it. I don't really need to do it generally, so you know. Either way, facial lock is there. Requires that eyeglasses anyway. I just blanked out. Hello, Caleb da Coffee. Welcome, Irashai. Good morning. Selamat pagi. Ohayo gozaimasu. How are you? Who are you? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. Sorry, not coming. Thank you for... I remember now. I remember how I would say hi to people who subscribed or / followed me back when I was still on Twitch. Thank you for the visit. Please, take a seat. Yes, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just right now 10 p.m. where I'm at. That's... Why do I have Western visitors? Why do I have so many Western visitors? Oh, I don't know. I know. Is it because you keep talking in English the entire time? And title your streams in English? How about you title your streams in Indonesian, huh? Hello, Caleb the Coffee. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for the visit. Please, take a seat. You stream at the good times for us as well. God. I guess that's true. I guess that's true. This is true. I should stream at times that is unfortunate for the Western viewers. How about that? Actually, that doesn't work out with my work schedule, so. What a third world problem. $10 p.m., huh? Wait, is it 10 p.m. for all of you? All of you? I guess it is. Anyway, why if you ever tried that didn't work? Well, you know, if the people like me like the person enough, it doesn't matter when the Oshi streams. You just watch. I'll just come to watch them. Although in my case, it does matter for when I stream in the afternoons. I don't think there's a lot of people that watch me in the afternoons. Which is actually one of my prime streaming time back when in 2021. It's like in the noon, afternoon, evening. And those are like the times when people don't watch me. I still stream at those hours anyway. Because it's very convenient for me to stream at those hours. But it's inconvenient for the people that actually watch me, so it's unfortunate situation. There are now 7 p.m. The reason I got used to 6 hours. 6 hours of sleep is pretty nice actually. I actually got used to 4 hours of sleep back when I was still in my work. Dulu waktu gue masih kerja ngantor, back when I was still doing office work, I got used to 4 hours of sleep. Because I had to do commissions and social life after office hours, and it takes a while for me to go home. And after I go home, I would have to immediately go into doing my hobbies, doing my social life, doing my commission work. So I have no other time than at that time to do it. So I would have to do it right there and then. I would sleep at like 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning, and I would wake up 4 hours later or 5 hours later, maybe sometimes. Did you really have to do social life? Yeah, I did. It's not much of a social life, but it is my social life that I had / have, and they exist during those hours. So I am the very definition of I could pack this in if I just remove sleep. My ear's not again. Is it really that bad? Because like in my monitoring it doesn't sound bad. But I guess it is. I guess it sounds different on OBS. Let me see. Do I have a filter that increases audio? I don't. Interesting. It's the frequency, here's the bad one. That's interesting. The issue is not how loud it is. I see. Okay. I'll consider it. Alright. I'll keep note of that for when I feel like scratching my mic again. I can never decide on one specific way of talking when I'm on stream. It's either the normal way I'm talking all the time, or this voice that I do, or this voice. Sometimes I would do this voice. Every once in a while I would feel like I should talk in my formal voice. I'm quite done with that. Ooh, I don't know. Screw it, back to the normal BGM. Should I draw now? Gambar aja kali ya sekarang. I could just do that. I have a thing that I want to draw, but I'm not entirely sure how to go about it. So, it's the Irastoya challenge. Irastoya challenge. I wanted to draw. Let me move so you guys can see it. I wanted to draw this one for my Irastoya challenge, but I'm not entirely sure about it. Not entirely sure which to go, but I do think this is the one. I saw this and I immediately thought of making a cool one out of it, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm capable of doing it. Do I have the power to do so? Maybe. Obviously, probably not. But, you know, one should try. Oh, this is circular perspective. No. What would be the vanishing point? I don't know. This is intense. This doesn't feel right. Maybe I should just use 3D for this. I don't really use 3D all that much in CSP, but you know, why not? So how do you use 3D in CSP anyway? One can only imagine, truly. Let's see. How do I do this? This is probably okay-ish. Somewhere along the lines of something like this should be fine, I think. You know, for someone who doesn't really do 3D on CSP, I think I'm doing it pretty well. I don't know about this perspective though. Can I change the FOV of this? This is crazy. Hello, camera. Can I change the FOV? It's kind of crazy. Okay, I have to decrease the perspective. Okay. That's still not helping. Maybe this is fine. Maybe this isn't the worst thing in the world. I also feel like I'm using my photography knowledge, just doing something simple like this. Alright, I think this is fine. Okay, we do this. Remove shadows. Don't want shadows. What the okay, hang on. Okay. Okay. I'll copy this. Actually, I'll just do this instead. Okay. I'll put that into a small window. Alright. Copy this into a new layer. Rasterize it. Rasterize. And then just do my best with what I have. Alright, this should be fine. I should have made this a tube/cylinder instead of this, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Let's get on with it, shall we? Change it into like a bluish color. That's too much blue. This is fine. Darker, please. Add noise. Noisy. Oh, wow. What was that? That was the wrong layer, right? This is fine. And now time to draw the dude. The dude being just... Let's see what this is gonna be like. I have to copy this just to make it easier to look at. And also for comparison. Let's just do something. Let's see if I can do anything from this. Maybe make this like over here instead. And we'll see how we go from here. Oh, my eyes are itchy because I used that old eyeglasses. I think that eyeglasses might have been dirty. You know, it's fine. The idea that I had when I saw this was that what if I draw a handsome blob man? What if I draw a blob person but make him look handsome? And I'm not sure how well that's gonna go, but I'll do what I can. How would I be holding a rail? Right. Man, I'm not good at this. It's really hard. But then again, this is what I get for trying to do something that is not something I usually do. Maybe I should also use the textured pen so that it feels even more Irasutoya. Take my leave and have a good one. Okay, thank you for coming. Goodbye. Jenny, have a good one. Have a good weekend. The neck has to be more defined. Oh, oops. I had someone else's stream on in the background. Just suddenly started. Random. Surprised me for a second there. Is this that one thing where people are taking Fruit JP free art assets people and hitting them with the 4K beam? Yes! It's called the Irasutoya challenge. The free JP asset specifically is called Irasutoya. More defined, more wider shoulders. Let's see. Now how do I make it so that I can see? More relaxed perhaps. This feels... I do want it defined, but I do want it to look more relaxed. Bone goes here. Bone goes here. Not bongos here. This is not the way I expected it was gonna look like, but you know, let's go for it first, and then I don't think I'm gonna be posting this one. I don't like the way it looks right now. I don't think I'm gonna like the way it looks ever, but might as well try something out first. trying to depose myself, and it's really hard to do, to figure out. Should I try smoking once? Just to be able to have a feel of how smoking is supposed to be like? Nah. I would say no. Yeah, I don't think so either. After living my whole life with a smoker dad, I would say no, don't smoke. Not a good thing. Smoke sucks. Vape sucks. Vape sucks too, but you know, who's gonna tell them? Let's see. So weird. This pose is so. Oh, okay. I see. I see. That's right. I'm trying to do the pose with my using a pen instead. So, like, if I have a. Trying to do the pose here. Ah. Okay. How do I do this? I see. Okay. Interesting. I'm learning. I'm learning. Alright, get rid of all of this. Fuck that. Except for the reference, please. Right? It does. It happens that way. Some people, for some people, it becomes a way for them to bond, I guess, with the parents. But for me, I just hate smoking. Not a big fan of it. Although I do have to say that the smell of the smoke does make me reminisce my house, my parents, but I would not say that it's a good thing at all. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see. Hello, Dumpling Roll, welcome. I should reference Joker, honestly. What's it? Joaquin. Very sick smoking shots. But it's really hard. Smoking pose is so hard for me. Might be because I've never done it, but you know. I cannot believe I'm looking up Joker smoking and there's so many AI generated images. It's just I'm just looking for pictures, actual pictures, and there's so many AI generated image of it. Guys, Google, please, not AI. Oh, there's so many of them. Fuck. There's so many of them, it's so bad. Ugh, it's the worst. Why is this so hard? I'm just trying to look for a reference. For a post reference. Jeez. This is so disheartening. It's really disheartening, man. But oh well. What can I do? Joaquin's got really nice hands, huh? I'm looking at a picture of Joaquin, Joker, what a smoke. Then again, I don't know if it's Joaquin or not, but you know. As far as I know at this point, it could all just be AI generated. It's all just so bad right now. No, I'm sure this one isn't, but I think this one isn't. No, it isn't. Nah. Let's not think about it too hard, you know? We gotta support artists now more than ever, yeah. Rough times being an artist now. We got people saying, you know, why do I need permission from you? From both artists and normal non-artists alike. We got companies and people just damaging artists' reputations and livelihood. Pretty bad out there. This is also what happened back then with NFT and all those non-fungible stuff. Except with the non-fungible stuff, they died out very quickly and thinned down within... Oh, I don't know, they thinned out quite quickly, about 1 year, 2 years. They died down quite quickly like that. But with this, all these companies, I think the worst thing is that I think it's actually dying down a little bit, you know? Just a little bit. It feels like it's dying down. It feels like it's calming down, you know, within the communities itself. But the companies have just stopped or like finished doing their little AI thing, and they're, you know that companies do what the companies do. They try to get their money back, and they will push the product onto you, and it's up to how people react to it. It'll be up to how the people react to it on how the AI stuff is gonna do. Like right now, Google is the worst. Google is the one reliable, well, or at least the most used web search, and we have Google AI just trying to summarize top 5 articles about anything, literally anything, to the point of just people. There is a Google search of Fumo. When you search Fumo, Google search will combine two searches, which is Fumo the plushie or Fumo the homegrown fungus style or something, which is really stupid. And the Google AI would combine the two and say Fumo is Toho plushies made from grown products. They are not made, they are grown. What the fuck are you saying? And somebody shared that, and I thought, this cannot be real. This has to be an AI shit. And I looked up Fumo, and yeah, that's what AI from Google thinks Fumo is. It's a Toho plushie that is not made but grown. And it's just the most bizarre thing in the world. I think also one of the funniest one is what is the difference between salad and a dressing or something, and the Google search is like the difference is with their use. Salad is vegetable food or something, and a dressing is used to cover wounds. Ah yes, my QP. Ah yes, my multifunctional mayonnaise. Can use it to eat eggs and vegetables, and I can also use it to cover up my wounds. Bizarre world we live in right now, and this is gonna continue for a while. Google YouTube chat summary using AI is also really stupid. They could get it right, every once in a while, but a lot of the times it's just unwanted, unwarranted. Nobody asked for it. It's really stupid. Unwarranted, inaccurate. No point. There's just no point in it. I have gone on a rant about AI generated content, have I? Yikes, sorry about that. It at least makes content for the stream. This is true, it at least is kind of funny. Kind of. Did I just see a notification somewhere? The hell? That was weird. Okay. hands should be about the size of the face. So when I make the face, it also should be the size of the hand, roughly speaking. Hope all of you have a good one, even if it is tough. Good luck with the stream, Anna. Thank you for coming by, J Gonzo. Thank you for the words. Have a good one. This is really hard. This is really tough for me for some reason. Drawing a completely just a dude, a featureless dude, is actually much harder than I thought it was gonna be. I'm thinking of just abandoning this idea. Just a guy, and for some reason it's just really hard. I'll have to. I think I'll just visit this later. All things considered, I'm not getting it. I was quiet. I was focusing the entire time, but I couldn't get anything out of this. Nothing that seemed nice to me. Nothing that feels like it to me. I switched to just full painting too, but it's still not getting it. Maybe it's a lack of food. Or maybe I'm just bad at this. Either way, not going right this. I'll at least save this as to remind me that I'm thinking about doing this. Yes. Where should I put this in? This folder, I guess. I'll name that Irasutaya and remind myself, yeah, I'm thinking about doing this later. Anyway. I've only been streaming for 2 hours and I've just been talking about nothing, I feel like. I talked about stuff and then I drew stuff, which is not a lot, but I feel like I should stream a bit longer. I don't know. Oh, that's how streaming be. Yeah, just chilling out, hanging out with chat for a little bit before I have to go back to life or even bed, maybe, or eat. I do want to eat food. It's already 10, so it's high time for me to go get some food, which I'm gonna do. Terima kasih semuanya sudah menonton. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Kite-kurete arigatou gozaimashita. I'll see you guys next stream. As usual, God knows when it's gonna be, but I'll see you guys next stream. Thank you so much for watching. Jane. Bye bye. Otsuano. Have a good weekend, everybody.